Hey guys, it's Alex here, and I'm back with Afan Lido for the what's it called? I don't even know. Uh, Afan Lido Return Welsh Challenge, all those sort of things. Season 6 review is what I was going for. Found everything else. Um, but yeah, we got the season review here. Firstly, though, we do have a transfer coming in, Tom Molyneux from TNS at the end of the season. He looks pretty good. Good cover centre mid. Um, so yeah, it looks pretty good. Also, we've released quite a few players this year. Miles Neal has left, Andy Lloyd and David Edwards have all left because they're unhappy for first team football, which they're not going to get. Onto the fixtures actually, straight away. So we had TNS away in the first game, and we lost 4-1. Marsh Brown, Lawrence, and Ian Jenkins on goal. Chapman got one back for us, but they destroyed us there, which wasn't the best start. We then had Bangor City, and we drew. No, we didn't drew. We won 1-0. Callahan with the only goal in this game. We sort of went back into not scoring as many as we did before in this sort of section. Then we beat Port Talbot 3-2 away. Walker, Bowley, and Ian Edwards scoring another goal to give us the win there. We were, I think, it was 2-2 at that point, and show you Ian Edwards' goal here. It seems that whenever he gets put on, he sort of scores. But here we go. Hiller on the ball, plays it into Callahan, into Edwards, and he puts it in the bottom hand corner. With for four finishing, he gets some good goals. Then we had Real, beat them 1-0 at home, which was pretty good. Colin McCormack with a late goal. We did dominate though, and he got the goal eventually when we won like overload in the 83rd minute. Then we had Portador in the Welsh Cup third round. Ian Edwards with another two, and then Alan Williams with Alan Williams with a another one. Ian Edwards actually unfortunately got injured for I think 4 or 5 weeks in this, and Gareth Partridge actually scoring against us, our old player who scored 7 goals for us. Scored 6 this year for them. He's doing pretty well for them. Um, but yeah, got into the next round of the Welsh Cup with that. Um, then we had Thanelli, beat him 2-0. Sammy Thompson own goal and Waitley scoring in this game. We did dominate the match, which was pretty good. Then we had TNS again for the fourth time this year, and we lost 2-0 again at home. Keenan and Marsh Brown with both goals there. So we've lost to TNS every time we've played them this year in the league, which is pretty ridiculous. Kind of shows how they're still the better team, like on average compared to us with like player quality and everything. But yeah, then we had Bangor City and we beat them 2-1. Walker and Callahan with the goals there. They actually did control the match. We just worked on the counter and got those 2 goals. Then we had Port Talbot and we beat them 3-1 at home. Bowley, Waitley, and Callahan. Beveridge with he always scores for them, but we did control the match again. Then we had, who was it? I think it was TNS again. Yeah, in the World Cup semi-final, we lost again. Ali Crawford with a ridiculous goal, but they did dominate us. It really shows how they're completely just such a better team on average than us. But we were still doing better than them, to be fair. Then we had Real, 1-0. Callahan in the 44th minute getting our goal. We did control the match. There wasn't many highlights to be fair, but we won that. And then we had the Welsh Premier League Cup final. This is actually the first time I've won it. Bowley with 2 and Callahan with the 1 there. They took the lead early on. Bangor City did, and they actually controlled it a bit better, but we finished our chances better. But yeah, it's the first time I've won it, which is pretty good. And then last game of the season, we won 5-2. Grant Walker with 2, an own goal, which could have been Walker's goal. Chapman and then Glyn Bowley scoring for us there, controlling the match. And all that resulted in was, wait for it, boom, us winning by 8 points. Look at that. It's ridiculous. And TNS drew on the last day of the season. But if you look at that, We had one draw to Haverfordwest, and our other four losses have been all to TNS. So we've lost to TNS every time, but they're just screwing up so much against other people. We can win the league by 8 points, which is pretty ridiculous. Bala got relegated, so did Preston. TNS, Thanelli, and Port Talbot got Europe. Port Talbot through the Euro Cup playoffs. So we have Champions League next season, which is really good. This is actually a really good season for us. We've done really well. If we look at actually the stats of the league, look at that. Average rating, Grant Walker, Glenn Bowley, games won obviously. Assist, Dale Lewis with 17, Emil Wick with 13, and Chapman with 11. And then if you look at goals, though, Grant Walker with 16 goals, and then Glenn Bowley with 15. Like, let's have a look at my tactics. Set pieces. Aim at mixed, and then throw-ins, aim at mixed, just having Dale Lewis throw them in. I don't have any special set plays for this, but just the person that plays there just gets ridiculous amounts of headers, and he scored 16 this season, which is pretty crazy. Oh, we're a bit frozen. There we go. But yeah, he's got 16 goals in the season, best average rating. I think he broke the record for the best average rating in the Welsh Premier League. So yeah, that's glitched now. That's annoying. But yeah, if we look at our players with this massive thing in the way, which is annoying. That's what she said. Glenn Bowley overall did get better. Goals, 22 goals. Walker with 17. Callahan had 16. McCormack had 15. So look at that. Within that, we have quite a lot of goals. Ian Edwards with 6 in one appearance and 5 sub-appearances, which is pretty goddamn good. 7.82. Leoxo with 5. Dale Lewis with 5. Stephen Saunders came in and did well. Matthew Waitley, Anthony Chapman, Emma Wick, Josh Doyle, Dan Hillwood. All really good players. Like, if we look, let's go look through this. Can we just get rid of that? Let's try and continue, see if that works. There we go. I'm not going to go start the transfer window. But yeah, look, Glenn Bowley, his attributes, 22 goals overall. Those stats aren't like amazing stats if you look at them. You got a few green ones and that's about it, but he still gets so many goals. Luke Brown, Callahan, finishing of 15, composure of 13, which is pretty crazy. Still improving. Anthony Chapman, obviously done really well coming in from England. Rory Davey, he's sort of been pushed out of his place by Alan Williams, but he's still good for us. Josh Doyle, obviously, still here. Still working at right back, he's 24 now. Liam Forrest, I'm kind of on the verge of keeping him or not, because he's good, but he's not ready yet, I don't think. Everin Guthrie, obviously, good backup, always like bring him on. Bjorn Hiller, very good centre mid, defensive midfielder. 22 under 21 caps for Norway, which is pretty good. Dan Hillwood, definitely done well. He's our best player on report, and he's only 18. I think he's a 4.5 star rated player. Yeah, he's been improving. Kieran Howard is a bit on the decline now. He's 27, our oldest player, I think, apart from Mark Jones. But yeah, he's still actually pretty good. Ian Jenkins, he's improved over the season. He's only 20. I think he could become our new starting goalkeeper. Mark Jones, obviously, 29 now. Just keeping him here so no one else can get him, to be fair. Leoxo, doing well still. 22 now. Did get a goal for the under 21, to be fair. Dale Lewis, 22-year-old. He's been doing really well this season. So many assists just from throw-ins, which is pretty crazy. There we go. Les Ling, obviously, still going. Still improving. Colin McCormack still here. 15 goals in 13 starts, which is really, really good. And like my assistant always goes to me, I should make his squad status no longer needed. And if someone scores 15 goals in a season, in 13 starts and 15 sub appearances, I think he's needed. Dale Morris, I think I'm going to get rid of him. Grant Walker, obviously, 17 goals, 2 assists, 8 man of the matches. Pretty crazy. What's his heading? Like 10. Like, he doesn't have the best stats, to be fair, but he's just works. Matthew Waitley now. He's starting to get on a bit, going to get replaced soon, I think. Emma Wick, obviously, very good young Norwegian, 22 years old. Alan Williams, he's sort of replaced Rory Davey now at the left back spot. He's been doing well. Jamie Young sort of comes in occasionally. He's only 21 to be fair. He just hasn't got the stats and the rating. And then back to Glenn Bowley. If we look at the under 19s though, to be fair, we do have quite a good, like a lot of good players in here. General info. Oh, selection info, goals, average rating. Okay, well if Ian Llewellyn, or however you say it, look at that. He's got a 2.5 star rating, so he's definitely going to be starting next season. His attributes, they look very good. He's been playing in the under 19s this year. Then obviously we have Stefan Saunders. Very good, 5-star potential. He's got already 2.5 star at the moment. He's one I've been playing him a lot this season now. Attributes are increasing. Look at all those greens in the physical. Getting some more greens in the middle as well. I think Gareth Phillips was the best player to come through our youth system this year. It's quite disappointing this youth batch this year, to be fair. I think always the first ones are the good ones. But yeah. Who else? Joe Davies, Glenn Muring. Still depending on whether they'll get like that gold stars, not the grey ones. But yeah, I think that's about it for young players really. If we look at the awards actually for this year, let's have a look. Player of the month. None of our Grant Walker got it twice. But okay, manager of the month. I got it twice throughout the time, which is pretty good. Player of the who are we going to go for first? Team of the season. We had 5 players in that. We had Alan Williams, Walker, Dale Lewis, Chapman, and Bowley playing in it. Yeah, it's 5 players. So that's pretty good. Top goal scorer was Walker. Then Josh Knight second, and then Glenn Bowley third. Even though they're the same as goals, but Grant Walker got those last 2 on the last day of the season. 2 headers from corners actually to get that. Then we have Player of the Year, Grant Walker. First time actually it's been a Afan Lido player. Last few times it's been Bangor City, TNS. Yeah, that's the first time. And then Manager of the Year was me for the 2nd time in a row, which is pretty ridiculous. Look at that, 87% win ratio this year, which is pretty crazy. And then Welsh Premier League Young Player of the Year was Callahan, so that's their 4th year in a row. McCormack first, then Bowley, then Walker, and then Callahan. But yeah, that's been really good actually. Got some great young players coming in, and let's have a look at this. The new season, they've given me 104k to spend and £932 a week. That's a whole lot of money for this sort of league. Like if we look at the finances, we have 686k, which I say is quite a lot in this league. But yeah, we are going to be entered into the European playoffs or Champions League qualification round. See how far we can get. I'm hoping for Europa that next year. Like if I get knocked out in one of the rounds and go into the Euro Cup playoff. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you're looking forward to more Afan Lido. 2 times winners now of the league in a row. Hopefully we can start to dominate it in this league and push TNS off that spot. But yeah guys, it's been Alex here, and I'll see you guys later.